Yo, what up, everybody? It's me and
me.
We're back at you with another zoomed the fuck out episode of Nothing's for No One. Just us edition.
And I don't know if you heard that, my cat.
Huh?
I don't know if you heard that, my cat in the background.
No, I did. My cat. You know those scratch boards they sell for cats,
yeah.
like cardboard, and they just like fuck them up.
I had those like once, and they made such a mess that I never bought one ever again.
Yeah, it kind of makes a mess. I mean, it's fine because we got hardwood floors, so it's easy to clean that shit up. And he's had it since before he lived here. So, Sam, the cat fucking puked on his the other day. So, I had to order him some replacements on Amazon today. So it came with like two of them, like two of the boxes, including like the little paper frame that it comes with to like keep it in check.
Uh-huh.
But it also came with like packets of catnip to sprinkle like on the board to like get him crazy. So Sam put a little, on there. Sure enough, he wouldn't settle the fuck down. So he's still like going crazy. So we might hear him. We might not. I don't know. He's an explorative
slam against the door.
Yeah, exactly. So I kind of want to just like keep the door a little cracked open so like
we'll fly in.
He can run in here and like terrorize it. I'm gonna see if that's okay. Hold on.
Yeah, go for it.
It's a no-go.
No.
Wah. Yeah. So maybe another time.
That's fair.
You'll see him. But yeah, so he peeked on his other one. We got rid of it the other day, and the replacements came today.
Nice.
Yeah, pretty much, man. What's going on with you?
Nothing. I finally released a track from the quarantine project I started a year ago.
I saw that. That's really cool. You finally fucking just threw it up. I like the art too. So Megan did that?
Yeah. She actually did the art for 5 tracks so far.
Whoa.
So she'll be doing more in
Whoa, show me. Will you show me the art?
Are you part of that drive box that I have with everybody?
I don't know. I can actually check right now.
There you go.
Would it be like shared, right? Like shared with me?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's that. I think it's just the quarantine project folder or something like that, and then it's broken down in every song has a folder, and then there's a folder for artwork. She's been putting stuff in there. It's really cool. I forgot because like she did it a while ago, and I remember I was like, oh, this all looks awesome. But obviously the artwork is like, for me, like the last thing on my mind. I'm trying to do all the music and all the other stuff. And so when I was getting close to finishing the song, I was like, well, I got to check, see what we could do with the artwork and see what's there. And looked at it, and I was like, oh, this is fucking killer. So it was really awesome. And then I was going through all the other ones that she did. And even those are super cool. So I'm excited to put those up as well.
Oh yeah, I do. I am into this. Okay.
Yeah. That version of the song is actually not even in the drive. I just did everything so quick. Yeah. I mean, there's versions of the song like. Oh
damn! She did a bunch of artwork for this.
She did there's a couple. She did multiple versions for songs.
It's cool.
This one, there was only 2 versions really. There was like a black one and a white one, like a white background, black background. And I just went with the white one. It was like almost like a coin toss, because they both look so good. I figure most stuff I have is black, so I'll just do the white background.
Yeah, damn. I didn't know she did like graphic design or anything.
Yeah, that's what she went to school for and stuff. And
no shit.
Pretty cool, yeah. So it was. I imagine it was fun for her to kind of do some album artwork stuff. So I mean, she did it, so I appreciate
very
it.
Cool. Damn, that's so sick. Yeah, some of these are awesome.
But
I really like
the reason why
artwork for Soul 5 a lot. That one's really cool.
I'm trying to remember what that was.
I don't want to spoil.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, I won't.
They're all really cool.
These are good too.
I think maybe song 5 is the one where there's like a version that kind of reminds me of like a 9 Inch Nails cover that looks fucking awesome. Which makes sense coming from her. So I do like that.
Yeah, it's cool, man. Fucking sick, dude. That's awesome.
It's pretty cool. Yeah, so she can flex that muscle.
Yeah, man. Good for you, dude. That's really cool.
Yeah, it all started because I finally bought like a sub for my monitors, which I always had issues with the low end of music. And the only time I could actually check and see how it sounded is when I like did the car test, because the speakers in my car are like way bigger.
Yeah.
And like funny because like I have these, I don't know, like I might have posted pictures of like my setup on like our Instagram or something or somewhere on Facebook, but I just have these two tiny Yamaha like NS5s, and they work. They sound great. I've gotten by this, this long. I think I've had these for almost 10 years now. And they sound great, but they're so small that the low end is non-existent. And it's funny because like I'm part of like that Ultimate Recording Machine like podcast thing, and reading up, and people are always like, "Oh, don't use subs." Like it's just muddies up and like makes it harder for the room control. I was like, my studio, I'm throwing air quotes, is in the corner of my fucking apartment. Like the worst. Like there's no acoustic treatment at all. Like it's not conducive to mixing, but it is what it is. But yeah, so like not having that low end, I have no idea what's going on there until it's like too late, and I get out to the car and I'm like, oh, this is great. It's like it's just all this low end woof that I couldn't fix. So I finally bought a sub, and I was like, all right, that'll hopefully make up for it. And it did. It made a huge difference. I was like, oh, I can hear.
What kind of sub is it?
It's with the same series. It's the HS. Was it HS8?
And who makes them?
HS5s. Yamaha.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So it's nice little, like, I like the idea that they're all from the same company, so less chance something
makes sense.
Would be
go with the same
weird.
series. Yeah.
And no, it was nice. And then I was like listening back, and I was like, oh yeah, like bass guitar and the kick drum are fighting like all hell, and it's just this long, like just this very flat, very low end rumble that was like always going on. I was like, yeah, that's not cool. I need to fix that. So I was able to. I was able to get like a great mix, and I was like, oh, this is awesome. Like the kick drum and the bass drum are separated now, and like everything sounds tight and louder and clear. And tweaked a few more things that like I probably would have tweaked anyway. And this is like, I don't know how many times I've remixed and remastered these songs, but it got to a point now where it's almost like pulling the Band-Aid off. I'm just like, I just need to get it done, get it out. And that way it's behind me and I can move on. Otherwise I'm going to drive myself crazy like I always do with like mixing. But
man,
no, it sounded really good. And I think that was like Saturday I finished it. And then I messaged Megan and Brian, who obviously Megan did the artwork. Brian did the vocals for me on the Brian Bohanek, who's in the band Slow Thrills. And I was in a band with him before too. He was in Capsize at the end. We did Draft Amputation together. And so he's actually done every song that I wrote so far for this project. I think there's 9 songs that are done, or 10. I can't remember because like I was looking at the folders. I'm up to like 15 songs. I started like 4 or 5 more that I just never I haven't gone back to. I just kind of started, which is unlike what I've been doing in the project before. Like I would just kind of start a song, finish a song. But I think I just kind of lost momentum for whatever reason. But yeah, no. So I messaged them. I was like, hey, I'm finally gonna release this thing. I was like, I just want you guys to look over the page and make sure I didn't, put any typos. Or make sure you guys are credited the way you want to be and all that. And they gave me the go ahead, and I was like, all right, it's up. Here you go. And released it yesterday, Saturday. Was that April? Yeah, April 10th. So I'm hoping.
Makes sense, man.
I'm hoping that I'll release like a track maybe every other week, I guess.
Yeah, that'd be sick.
We'll see. Not like I don't think there's that many people watching, so it's like, yeah, I'll just do that. And like,
so you still gonna upload? Because don't you have like different vocal takes from different people and shit?
Yeah, so I will be putting up different versions too. So my old singer Steven Jensen did 2 songs or 3 songs. I can't remember now. I want to say 2. My cousin did a couple solos on some stuff, guitar solos. So I'll be putting those up there. Your old guitar player, Rich, did a version of, I think it's this song. I think it's song 2, where he added like all these crazy synths and stuff. So I'll put
I remember that. Yeah.
What else? I'm trying to think. Not as many people have like joined and like emailed me and were like, oh yeah, let me, get in on this. I was like, yeah, sure. And like I have a ton of people that are connected to that drive, but not a lot have contributed.
Yeah.
Mostly like Brian has like gone above and beyond, which has been awesome. And like he knocked them out like right away. Every time I had a song done, he'd get it. And within like the week, he was like, here you go. I got a bunch of vocal takes for you. And I was like, holy shit. And what's funny is, fun fact, the way he did those vocals was through a fucking iPad.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah,
like a new one, or?
I don't even know if it's that new. I'm not sure.
Yeah, that's
literally
wild.
like in his closet, just like holding his iPad up and just like yelling into it.
Surprised he didn't just use his phone.
I mean, he might as well have, but he's done recordings with his iPad before. I've heard that sound really fucking good. Like,
that's weird.
I'm blanking right now, but I think he released like a solo thing like a while ago that he did it all through the iPad, and it sounded so fucking good. Yeah.
It's kind of nuts. Yeah.
I mean, granted, it wasn't terribly bad. Like, I definitely did some processing on that for sure. And there were parts where like,
what? Did I lose you?
No, I'm still here. I don't see you moving though. Oh, there you go. There are definitely parts where I got like really bad bleed from like the music playing back. I think it was playing right out of the iPad or in his headphones, like blaring. It was just picking it up.
Oh, in the track.
Funny. So like I had to do a lot of editing to like clean all that up.
Yeah, I wonder. That's nuts. Do you think it was just playing out? I feel like that, like the iPad's functionality wouldn't work like that though. Like if the mic and the speaker were in the same spot,
right?
You know,
it would do something to cancel that out. I think he might have just had his headphones like blaring. I think that's what it was.
Yeah, that would make sense.
Which makes sense because he's screaming, but
yeah,
it's just funny. I couldn't believe it, and I was like, well, you know what? I was like, they sound great. Like I mean, if I really wanted to, I guess I could be like, hey man, could you like go to a studio and do this? But I don't think it's necessary. I think it sounds pretty good the way.
Yeah, that's the shit, man.
I don't think anybody would know the difference.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
I ruined the surprise, so people will be like, yeah, it sounds like you did it to an iPad.
Yeah, it's cool. Hey, it's creative. It's a way to get it done. So, okay, I think it sounds good.
It's a testament to the kind of world we're living in that you can do something like that.
Yeah, for real, dude. Very wild.
I guarantee he's not the first person to do that. I'm sure other people have done something like that too, on like probably huge albums that we don't even know.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm sure people have done that shit. People shoot music videos on iPhones and shit like that all the time.
I mean, there was a movie that came out where they did it with an iPhone.
Yeah, right.
It wasn't like a high budgeted film, obviously, but it was a pretty
it's something.
Release. Yeah, kind of crazy.
It's so strange. Oh fuck! I'm yawning like crazy. I'm sorry, man.
That's all right.
Whew, and I've been drinking this coffee too.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I started doing coke, but
I've had a busy ass day, man.
Really?
Yeah, I took the fucking... Not really. Kind of. I don't know. I got up. I took the dog to the dog park today. And not the dog park, but just the fucking park. We hung out, played fetch, and we went on a walk. And then I got Starbucks for everybody, which was good, which I'm drinking now. And then I made lunch. I made grilled cheeses for lunch today.
Nice.
And yeah. So not really busy, but I've been doing shit. So that's been a nice way to spend the day. Yeah.
I watched the movie Unfriended. Did you ever hear or see that?
Yeah, I might have seen that. Let me take a look.
It came out, I think, in like 2015, 14?
2014. I feel like Sam played this. Or Sam saw this. Right. Hey, Sam. Did you see that movie Unfriended? Yeah. It's like all... You said it's all filmed on an iPhone? Or no?
No. It's all filmed like from
it's like computer footage shit, I think.
It's all through Skype.
Have you seen this movie, Unfriended?
Yeah, that's when the guy put this in an blender.
Spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert for Fred.
Did you like it? No. Oh, well. Did you like it?
I like the idea a lot. I thought it was really cool, but all the actors are really fucking bad in it. There's just a bunch of kids, like, and I guess,
believe it. It looks like
I guess essentially they shot that film in almost like one take, basically.
Oh wow!
When did it?
2014.
Yeah, that in and of itself is like kind of impressive, but yeah, it's super low budget. So like they obviously the cast and crew, or the cast at least, they did not spend a lot of money on it. Because I looked up I looked them up on IMDb and I was like, I think like I thought the one girl, the main girl, and I thought looked familiar. I was like, no, I have no idea who she is. And the rest of the cast, I was like, I have no idea who these kids are.
Sick, man.
But that's a fun one. Yeah, I watched that one with Brian Rosie a long time ago when it first came out. And
nice.
On Netflix just upped like a bunch of like horror movies on there, like a lot of which
they
I've
added
seen,
a bunch.
Like, yeah, or maybe I just never noticed them. There's like a bunch on there that I haven't seen in a long time.
Shit, I wish I could hear you better. You're like really quiet on mine for some reason. Let me. I'm gonna turn up my computer. Can you talk?
88888. How's that?
Oh, hello?
Hello?
You there?
I'm there. Yeah,
you froze. Oh, okay. Now I got you. All right, this is much better too. Yeah. Hell yeah.
But I don't know. All in all, it's a fun movie, but
sure. Yeah. I'm sure it's fun. Yeah, I've watched some dumb shit, like not like that's dumb shit, but I've watched some like horror stuff just because it's like, okay, it's something to watch. I like keep it on while I'm doing work or something like that. But, running out of things, running out of shit to watch. So.
What was the last thing you watched?
Well, me and Sam are watching, we didn't finish the episode, but we were watching this show that I think I talked about it on the podcast already, Channel Zero, that is like loosely based on creepypastas.
No, you talked about it when we were hanging out.
Okay, so yeah, it's kind of like the same idea as like American Horror Story. It's like a drama / horror show.
Right. It's an anthology.
It's an anthology, yeah. So every season is like a different story. And the first one's based on Candle Cove, which is a pretty infamous creepypasta. But
probably the most popular creepypasta story.
Huh?
That's got to be one of the most popular creepypasta stories.
Yeah,
right?
It is for sure. And that's a good one. But the season is kind of like, it's not that great. And it's like, I don't know. There's some cool ideas there for sure, but I don't think it was executed that well. The second season was definitely really good. I forget what it was based off of a creepypasta I'd never heard of. And then the third one, we just started. So we're on like the second episode. And I also think, I don't even know if this one is based on I don't know what it's based on. So.
And where are you watching it?
On Shudder. I have a free trial.
Right.
So yeah, just doing that for now. Until we finish that, and then I'm gonna probably cancel it because there's like nothing else I want to watch out there. I watched like a couple of those Nicolas Cage movies. Like we watched that movie Mandy that everybody was like, whacking off about.
I think we talked about that in person. I don't think we talked about it here, but yeah,
and it's the same thing. Like
what's the deal?
I thought it was okay.
Mm-hmm.
It's okay. It's not like anything exceptional. And Nicolas Cage, like. I mean, everybody's like, he's so good in that movie. It's like, yeah, he's good, but there's not like, to me, it felt like there wasn't a lot of like hard shit to do in that movie, act out in that movie per se. But I was also blitzed when we watched it, so I could be totally wrong. And I'm not trying to slander him. I do like Nicolas Cage. And then I watched another one that he was in called The Color Out of Space, and it's based on like an H.P. Lovecraft short story. And that was pretty good. That was pretty freaky. His acting was pretty goofy in that movie. So if you like that kind of shit, check it out. But like, I don't know. I don't like horror has to be really good these days. I think for me to actually really want to go back to it. And like all the stuff on there on like Shudder is just like shit that I won't, it's like, it's like a grade below shit I won't even watch on Netflix or Hulu or something like that. So, and I'm not trying to knock it or anything. And I could totally be talking out of my ass. So, I'm not trying to slander anybody that's into that, but it's not something I don't think I'm gonna end up keeping. Because so far I already paid for too much shit, man. So I don't need anything extra. I was gonna do Disney Plus, and then I was like, no.
I thought you had Disney Plus.
Real quick. Huh?
You had Disney Plus though, right?
I did, yeah. Then I just got rid of it because I never watched anything on it, and I was just kind of like, I kept putting it off, and I just wasn't interested, and I was like, why am I paying for this still?
Yeah, I mean that makes sense. I don't think there's a lot for you on there because it's like,
yeah,
and like Marvel stuff, like it's awesome. If you're into the Star Wars stuff, it's like really good. So
yeah,
which I don't think either one of those is like your thing.
I mean, I liked it. I used to like that Marvel shit a lot. You can listen to like the old episodes of our podcast, and I was like super into it. But I don't know. I just kind of like disconnected from it a bit. I don't know. I don't know why, but
I don't know. I think a lot.
I still respect it for sure.
Like the Marvel movies and stuff.
Yeah, exactly. It's just like there's so much to this point where I'm just kind of like, I think I need to tap out. Like,
well, it reached that point where
I thought it was cool.
It's like not cool anymore, you know?
Yeah, it's just strange because it's like I thought it was sick because they were breaking so much new ground and like, you know, setting records, and it was exciting. Those movies were really exciting, I think, at a certain time, especially like when that episode we had Arton on the show. Do you remember that? We talked for like 3 hours or some shit about like Avengers predictions,
Endgame and stuff,
and it's just like that's sick. But these days, it's like I don't know. I just don't think about it. I guess
that's why I like absolutely still like love all. I have like the entire collection on Blu-ray, and I'll still watch it on Disney Plus, which is funny. Like just randomly, like I'm gonna watch one of these. I'll just pop it on like for the hell of it. Because usually I'll watch, you know, like whatever. Because they've been doing it like, you know, they'll have, you know, WandaVision before. Now it's the Falcon and Winter Soldier. So like I'll already be on the app, and I'll be like, I might as well watch like another Marvel film that I've seen a dozen times already. Or Star Wars, which is awesome. I have that all on Blu-ray, but I'll still like, you know, it's convenient to just be able to stream it.
Makes sense.
So yeah, for somebody like me, I do love having Disney Plus for that, so it's convenient.
Yeah, it's just like I don't know. Yeah, if I was more into that shit, I would totally buy it. But I also think at the same time, like I don't really like the format of. I mean, I get it because like with their shows, don't they like release an episode per week?
Yeah, just like normal.
Yeah, see, like I just like it when it's thrown on there because then it's like, bam, I could do it, done. You know? I
mean, you could always just wait.
Exactly. That's what I would do. I would pay for like a month or get a free trial for a month if they offered that. Mm-hmm. And I'm sure they will at some point, like 6 months from now. And then I'd watch a bunch of those shows, like I'd binge them, and then I just like would pay because I'd be like, all right, I'm good.
Yeah, I'm older, so like I kind of like having the weekly show because like the anticipation is like there again, which is kind of awesome. Where I don't know, I find myself focusing more on like a show when I watch it like once a week now, whereas before like I binge watch shows and you know like halfway through or to the end I'd be like I don't even know what I fucking watched anymore. Like I have no idea what just happened. Like it's just a blur at that point. And I'm like I was like I think that was good. I have no idea. Whereas like these shows, it's like you look forward. At least I look forward to it. Like going into it, and I'm like oh my, and then they end. And you're like fuck. I want to know what happens next. Like. Just wait and speculate, and like that's the part I miss a lot too. Is like the theories or speculation that goes into shows and stuff, regardless of what the show is. Like, just kind of like I mean, your own imagination is gonna be running wild, especially with stuff like that. So it's like, oh, where can they go from here? And then the other cool thing is the fact that with the internet is like there's a bunch of nerds that do the same thing online. So you go online, you find all these crazy theories of like. Well, this could be this story or this could be this character. And then all these crazy Easter eggs that like some Uber fan picked out or that to me has been like really fun. So like every time cause I'm trying to think, can't think of the YouTube channel it is, but it's just like one of those nerdy YouTube channels where like they break down every episode and they go through every Easter egg and like whatever like lines are taken from like comic books and stuff like that. Cause I've never read the comic books. I've barely read comic books in my life.
Sure.
Which for me, I think that's why I enjoy these things more, is because I have like no expectation. Whereas I feel bad for the people that do read or have read the comics, and they're like, "Well, this is fucking terrible. I can't believe he did this. I can't believe he did that." And I always find that like odd, because it's like, well, isn't it like in the comics, like
it's so different. It's so different.
Well, like even in the comics, they have these like multiverses where it's like different storylines and stuff. Like, can't you just look at it through that lens? Like this particular storyline in this film is just another, universe of these characters. But they're like, no, they're taken from the comic books. They should do it exactly. And it's like, oh, okay, I guess.
Yeah, I hate that shit, man. I mean, I don't know. Like, I've read comic books on and off, never religiously ever, but like, I'm more into these days. Like, if I ever read anything like that, it's like graphic novels usually. Like, I like a lot of that, but yeah, I don't know. I feel like I don't know. When I think of that, I feel like those worlds are so far removed. Like, what goes down in those movies, it's like comparing like a book to a movie. You know what I mean?
Oh
like,
yeah, absolutely.
Comparing like Gone Girl the book to Gone Girl the movie. Now, I have never read the book, but you know what I mean? It's just kind of like, I'm sure it's different. Like, like Lord of the Rings, the books are different than the movies a little bit, you know?
Well, wasn't
there's going to be differences. And,
it was the
yeah, I don't know. Like, why get hung up on that shit? I guess I get it if you've like spent a lot of
the Hobbit one, that's probably like the closest, like probably book adaptation. I would assume, right? Because they made 3 movies out of 1 book.
Yeah, The Hobbit. Yeah, I mean, it's like pretty embellished, honestly. Like, I think when I read The Hobbit, I was like a kid. It's been a really long time since I've read it, so and I haven't seen those movies in a few years either. So I couldn't really tell you like the comparison, but yeah, I'm sure there's differences, but I'm also sure there's a lot of similarities. That I don't really know, but that's also like shit I would never get hung up on, because it's like, I don't know, like I feel like I get it if you're like a big fan of something and you feel like an inaccurate representation of what you like about it is like shitty. Like, yeah, I could see why you'd be disappointed by it, but I always think like, well, find whatever you like by that. And like, it's like the same thing with like music, it's like, say your favorite band put out a record that sucked, that was totally different than the last record. It's like, well, you could always listen to the last record, like you could always do that. It's still there, it's like, it's going to be a little different, and it's out there for the world, and it's like, you can choose to like it, you can choose to hate it, but it's still going to be there, So I don't know. I mean, in that sense, I always think it's like, okay, I think they did a pretty all right job with these Marvel movies, at least to where the last one I've seen, and I think it was it the Ant-Man Wasp movie? Was that after Endgame? Or no?
That's before Endgame, but after.
Have there been any movies after Endgame?
Yeah, Spider-Man Homecoming.
Okay, I have seen that. So I guess I have seen most of them. Damn, it feels like it's been a while since there's been anything.
Yeah, well, I mean, COVID fucked everything up. Like, it was supposed to be Black Widow was supposed to come out.
Yeah, isn't that coming out soon?
No, yeah, they postponed it again, but it is coming out sooner than later.
Oh,
that
shit.
was another.
Okay.
But I think that's actually like I guess you would call it a prequel. So like, I from my understanding, it's supposed to take place in the gap between the 2 last Avengers movies.
The gap between the last 2, which ones?
Avengers movies.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah, I think that would make sense.
That's what it's supposed to be.
Mm-hmm. Whoa, I heard that. Loud ass cat.
I'm just being quiet.
Oh, brother. Oh my God.
I get the other one yelling behind me.
I hear. Holy fuck.
Yeah.
Jesus, man. Loud kitties, dude.
Yeah, Ripley likes to howl.
That's funny. Oh, Ripley. Ripley's Believe It or Not. That's sick, dude.
Anyway.
Yeah.
What else is new?
Anyway, yeah, it's just, I don't know. But I watched that Brockhampton live stream on Friday, which was like,
I saw you post
so
on Facebook. Was it good?
Sick, dude. It
Yeah.
was amazing. I loved it. It was like, and the new album is fucking awesome. That's definitely like going to be my pick for whenever our next free for all is.
Cool.
So I'm like really into it. It's funny because like the first time I heard it, I was like, I hate it. And then like I listened to it like 3 more times and I'm like, oh, this is like their best album. But
they do the whole album like front to back?
Not front to back because they did play a lot of old stuff too, but they did the entire album. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
And like bonus tracks too, which was really cool. So
that's awesome. How long was that set?
Yeah. It was long. It was probably close to like an hour and a half or 2 hours or something like that. It was a pretty long one. It was awesome though. Like they had songs with a live band, songs with a live band. They had they did covers of songs. Like they opened with a cover of I think it's I'll Be There. And they had my favorite member barefacing the whole thing. It's really fucking sick. And it's on YouTube. Yeah, I definitely want like to share that. I will share it on our page. But yeah, it's really fucking sick, man. Yeah, it was awesome. It was only like $10 or like 15 after tax.
That's pretty good.
But yeah, it was really cool. It sounded awesome. It was like crazy how good it sounded. And there was like literally no hiccups at all. Like I thought there would be like maybe some broadcasting shit or something like that. It's You've Got a Friend. He covers You've Got a Friend.
Oh, okay.
And it's really fucking awesome. Not You Got a Friend in Me, not Randy Newman one, but yeah. And it's really fucking good. And he's on like a horse. It's really sick. Yeah, it was just the shit, man. And I was lucky enough to like be a fucking psychopath and buy a shitload of their merch because they do like these really limited edition like merch drops whenever they put out an album, and that's like the only time you could ever buy like official merch from them, unless you buy it like on eBay, like people throw up for like a fuckload of money. But yeah, it's cool. It's just like the stuff they've been doing for this record I think was really cool. I think it's cool that they did the whole thing, and yeah, man, I was just very impressed by the whole ordeal. And it's crazy, man. This like demand for this new like merch culture that's been popping up like on Instagram and shit. It's huge.
Well, I mean, it's a good thing. That's where bands make their money. So
yeah, I know. Yeah, here, I should show these. Hold on. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
All right, cool. I'm not sure which one it is. Yeah, here. I got these fucking Dead to Fall pins.
Oh, you got them. Sick.
Yeah, it came in the mail. So I ended up grabbing 2 of them.
That's awesome.
So
man, they're big.
I know, right? They're giant. So Sam's brother's wedding is in like a couple. It's supposed to be in August if it's even gonna go down, but you'll be seeing that on my jacket.
You're wearing one on each side.
Yeah, man. I got this War from a Harlot's Mouth pin from the same company. Shout out Pincorn merch. They do some cool stuff, but it's crazy because it's like if you want anything from some of these sites, like those Dead to Fall pins, there was only like they only made like 50 of them, so they sell out in like a matter of minutes. Like I think the Dead to Fall order sold out in 2 minutes or less.
Crazy.
And I literally set like 3 alarms on my phone to be like, get in front of your fucking computer and hit the refresh page until like you see that you could grab it. So pretty crazy, but it's awesome. Cool. Yeah, it is awesome. So yeah, man. But yeah, so Brockhampton always does that shit. And it's always like super limited edition merch. And like, it's kind of, their merch is like really fucking weird. It's definitely way different than like metal merch. Like this is actually, I got this. This is a Brockhampton hoodie. I got it like when they put out their last album, Ginger, and it doesn't say like Brockhampton anywhere on the actual hoodie.
Really?
It just says, yeah. Like a lot of their merch doesn't even have like their name on it. It's ridiculous, but. And like to that point, I'm just like, I don't want any of this shit. And then like this time, I think they dropped just like a lot of stuff that I thought looked cool, and I was just like, okay,
nice.
You know, they only do it once, and they've been on this whole hype train too, because they also said that apparently their next record is going to be their last like album.
What?
So,
and they're calling it.
I don't know. They're calling it, I think, with albums. I think they're probably going to do a lot of singles and like try and do like film shit, because they like have done collaborations on shows and stuff with Vice and stuff like that. So I think they might do it. I don't really know. They'll say like, oh, we're just going to create in a different way. Like, okay, that could be cool.
Do each of the guys do something individually though?
I don't know if all of them do. A bunch of them do, for sure, but I don't know if all of them.
Do you listen to all their stuff too?
No. Do I what?
Do you listen to all like the other guys like solo stuff at all?
Some of it. I like some of the dudes' solo projects. Like the main guy, Kevin Abstract, he's got a couple of albums out that I think are pretty good. And my favorite dude, Bareface, he's got some singles out there that I think are like awesome. But other than that, I don't really listen to much of their solo stuff like any of the other guys. I don't really have a lot. Like, there's not a lot of it out there, but cat. Hell yeah. Damn. In those close quarters, I'd probably get so annoyed so fast with that shit.
I mean, I don't know. It doesn't really bother me. Just her yelling.
Yeah. Our cat fucking howls at night too, man. Really? Very like in the middle of the night, he'll do it. It's like, oh great, thanks, man.
She might do it in the middle of the night. I might just sleep through it, but I don't know. It's never woken me up though.
Yeah, that's good.
Speaking of live stuff, we watched YMH live. Was that 2 weeks ago?
Yeah,
that was an intense one, huh?
Yeah. Yep. Pretty nasty.
Yeah. Have you watched the follow-up episode that they did?
I started it, but I didn't get too far.
You didn't see the part where they showed like people's reactions to like the hard videos?
Yeah, I did see that.
That was great. Really the one guy that was just like like shaking in place.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, that's pretty accurate to like what was going on. Like
ridiculous, man. It's so funny to think that like I paid for that. It's like, oh yeah, we paid for that shit. Ridiculous.
Oh, it was worth it, dude. It was so good.
Huh?
That was totally worth it though. It was so good.
Fuck yeah, it was. It was fucking awesome. Yeah, it was.
It just makes me worried. Like, man, what the fuck are they gonna do for the next live one? Like, they just keep going up and up with it. I'm like, oh.
Yeah. Your guess is as good as mine at this point, man.
It just reminds me of like when the internet was becoming a thing, and like you'd hang out with your friends, and like they were like, oh, we should watch some fucked up videos. And you're like, oh, I don't know if I really want to do that, and then you're just kind of stuck doing it. It's like that's how I feel with these.
Definitely. Yeah, that's definitely that vibe for sure, man. Going on rotten.com.
Right.
And it's like, I don't know if anybody should be looking at
which is funny because I've avoided those videos my whole life for the most part. And now here I am, paying to watch two comedians watch these videos.
Yeah. I hope they do another one soon, man.
I would think so. I think they just had to take that break because of Tom's fall or whatever.
Yeah. Yeah.
But they're also doing like their stand up again in some places, so who knows? Maybe they'll slow down with the live stuff, which would be kind of a bummer. But good for them, obviously.
Yeah, because some places are like doing that now, right?
Yeah,
like you could go to see stand up.
Yeah, I forgot where. I mean, it's all the the states that you would expect to be open during this time.
Of
course, Illinois was not on any of their.
We're not doing it.
They weren't doing Illinois. At least I think Indiana for sure. I think Wisconsin was the state that they were going to be in.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, that makes sense. Like, that's all the states that haven't really like closed at all.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that makes sense.
Of course, we in Illinois are not doing too good. The numbers have gone up considerably for COVID.
Well, yeah, our cases are skyrocketing, right? Yeah, I'm very glad I secured myself a vaccine last week. So,
yeah, hopefully. I mean, they seem to be pumping out the vaccines left and right in Illinois, so hopefully it catches up.
Yep, pretty much. So, it's kind of like, I don't know. I mean, I don't know how great it is because people keep saying like, oh, there's cases of people who even like, have already, done this shit or like, you know what I mean? Like, it's like, how do I explain this? It's like, I think that people could get like, people like could still obviously get it even if they get the vaccine, there's different strains of it and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
But I think that hopefully getting the actual vaccine will at least prevent people from dying, and like, at least it should have like some immunity, like that shouldn't hit people as hard as it can.
Yeah, it shouldn't. It just won't spread as fast as it
can,
that's the whole point, is just to be able to control it, contaminate it, and contain it.
Yeah.
But I mean, even in the last year, they've gotten better with like treating COVID. Like that was always like pretty crazy because I have friends that work in the hospital, and he was like explaining to me, he was like, he's like in the beginning, we didn't do this, and we're doing this now, and then we're not doing this, we're doing, like they kind of learned as they were going along, and it's gotten better.
Yeah.
I believe the mortality rate has probably gone down a little bit since the beginning of it. Now that we know,
for sure, and I mean, I'm sure it's only going to get better. Like
with modern medicine, it should only get better.
Exactly. The more people are on top, I guess, of their shit,
Mm-hmm.
the better.
And then we'll just make way for another horrible disease to try to wipe us out.
Yeah, geez. It's just crazy to think that, like, nothing like this has happened in so long. You know what I mean? On this level. In so long.
Flu?
Like, I don't know.
Was it early, like 19...
Yeah. And when was that?
1918, I think.
The 1800s? Is that what you said?
1918, I think. Right?
1980 something? And they had a lockdown?
18.
1890?
1918.
1918.
Yes, I believe.
Gotcha.
I could be wrong. Sense. History's not my strong suit.
Yeah. Well, that's a long fucking time ago, man.
Yeah, I mean, like, that's basically, like 2 generations ago.
Well, you froze on me.
Oh, no. I nailed it. 1918 was when Spanish flu had come into existence. Boom.
Nice.
Man, I know stuff. I'm usually bad with history. Was probably my least best subject throughout school. I did so terrible all the time with it.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
History?
I never liked it. I always just found it so fucking boring.
That's pretty wild, man. I was always good with history, at least in college.
I'm bad with dates.
I did too, but like
that.
I noticed if you just sure, that's fair. That is very fair.
Even like historical movies, not my thing. Can't do it.
Of course, yeah. Historical movies I'm usually not about either, unless it's something that's like really sick, Like something that's like embedded to be really good, like outside of the fact that it's a period piece already.
Right.
I would say that like I'm cool with that, but otherwise, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not like crazy about the whole idea.
Like the biggest ones are like war movies, like World War II movies and like stuff like that. Like
Yeah.
I check out so hard on those. Like
yeah, me too, man. I remember
weird.
one time I went with somebody to go see that Dunkirk movie, and I was like, so I didn't know what was going on. I didn't like any of the acting. Like I was just so not into it, and I was just like, man, I wonder if this is like, I wonder if this is like what it's just like over my head completely. It's like, is this the antithesis of what I like in movies?
Yeah, I saw that movie when I was I think I was in Scotland.
I don't know. I've never really been into that. Like I like Full Metal Jacket. I think that's all right.
Yeah, that's a good movie, but that's less. I don't know. It's almost like two movies in one, but yeah, it is a good movie.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Shit is wild for sure.
But yeah, no, Dunkirk. I saw that when I was in Scotland, and we went to go see it, and I was like, oh fuck. I was like, I don't like these movies, but whatever. It's just like, it's a movie. We'll make it through. And yeah, I was just like, I don't know what's going on. I don't know who's who. I don't like, wait a minute, that's Tom Hardy this whole time in the plane, not like talking at all through like a fucking, it's like he's just doing Bane but without the accent. Like that was rough. That is a rough movie. I mean, visually it's gorgeous. There's some like beautiful, set pieces in that movie, but man, I was like, this is not for me.
Of course.
And I can't remember. I think Kenneth Branagh is in that as well. I think he's like one of the boat captains that like goes to help them or rescue them. I could be wrong.
What was that, dude? You kind of cut out there for a second.
I'm trying to think of like Kenneth Branagh was like in that. I feel like he was like one of the boat captains that like rallied to go like pick all the soldiers up, but I don't know. Kind of want to avoid looking stuff up, but this one will bother me. But Kenneth Branagh's the one. He's like directed a couple of Marvel movies. He was the believe he was
cool.
He was Dr. Frankenstein in Frankenstein with De Niro.
Dr. Frankenstein. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's Kenneth Branagh.
Gotcha.
No, he is not in it.
Whoop. Did I lose you?
No. Oh, he is in it. Yep, Commander Bolton. Man, I'm on a roll today.
I think I lost you.
No. I can hear you. Hear me? Yeah, no.
Cool.
Kenneth Branagh is in it. I'm killing it today. I'm on point.
Yeah, fuck yeah, man.
I think it's the new coffee.
That's awesome.
That's why.
Yeah. I could definitely be it, man.
Which I might. Yeah. That might be like our like almost sponsor is going to be Beanbox.
Really?
Well, yeah, because like they give you like an invitation code or whatever if you want to like share it with people, and like people get $5 off, and then I would get $5 off. So I might just share it on these things.
Yeah, that's awesome, man.
I think I don't know. We'll see. Like I've only tried. So I bought like the it's the subscription based thing where they give you 4 like coffee beans to use, and it's not like a lot. Like I went through 1 bag already, like yesterday and today. But it was good. It was really fucking good, and we'll see. We'll see how the rest go. If the rest are good, then maybe I'll say, oh yeah, we should. Yeah. I'll share that link, but I still got to test it out first before I tell anybody to do it.
Yeah, I did all of the dark. I used to do subscription shit with Dark Matter last year.
Nice.
When like quarantine first started, because I was like, fuck it, I'm going to be working from home, like drinking lots of coffee. And I was, and then I pretty much almost quit coffee like cold turkey. Like this coffee I'm drinking now is like the first proper coffee I've had in weeks at least.
Oh, really?
If not months. Yeah, dude, it's very rare. I usually like if I go to Starbucks or anything, I'm drinking like a chai tea latte or some other type of tea thing. It's very rare I go for coffee these days anymore. It's just too much of a fucking hassle. And like, when I drink coffee, I drink way too much. So it's like even today, I'm definitely feeling it. Like I was shaking earlier when I was trying to cook. I was like, I'm like, whoa, this is like a lot of fucking caffeine. And yeah, I don't know. It's just like I'll end up drinking coffee so much that like I don't even notice the caffeine. And then it's like, why am I even fucking drinking it in the first place? You know, like I like the flavor of it, of course. Like it is good, but yeah, I don't know. I've tried to steer away from it recently. Not like for any specific reason, but I want coffee to feel like coffee when I'm drinking it, and have it be more of a occasional thing than like a necessity.
Fair enough.
Point made. Yeah, but you know, it's cool. Coffee's awesome, dude. Like this definitely hit the spot today. It's such a weird day. It's like can't decide if it wants to be gloomy outside or not. Like I was out with the dog and it was like so sunny, and now today it's just like, you know, now it just, at least where I'm at, it just looks like overcast.
Yeah, I went out earlier and yeah, it's like overcast and like kind of cool out. Like it's not.
Yeah.
You need like a hoodie, you know.
Nice. Got that hoodie. Hell yeah. I love how well this works, man. This is so great. Like,
don't jinx
we've definitely gone over the 40 minutes, so at least we haven't gotten booted. I don't know why the fuck that happened.
I wonder, like,
I fucking hope it doesn't.
I wonder, like, because we had more than one other person, maybe? I don't know. It's weird.
I don't know either.
That's the
that
first
is
time
weird.
We've done a Zoom, right? With more than two, obviously.
I think so. Yeah, I think so.
I think in the past we've done Facebook, and that worked out pretty good. But this is,
yes,
as far as I can tell, this is working.
Yeah, it seems to be. So, you know, fuck it. If it works, man.
So what's the next thing on your agenda to watch? What's on your list?
Man, I don't know. I'll probably finish that Butcher Block show. There's one more. It's not even like it got canceled. I want to say in like 2019 or some
What
shit.
show?
So that show, Channel Zero. The season
okay.
I'm watching right now is called Butcher Block. Like every different season has. Every other season is a different name because it's an anthology.
Okay,
so
okay.
there's one more season after.
Or 4.
It's only 4. So there's one after it, but they're only like 6 episodes, and the episodes are like 45 minutes. So it's all right. It's sci-fi. It's from the Sci-Fi Network. So it's like, take what you will now that you know about that, you know? So
watch a lot of stuff on Sci-Fi.
Yeah. Yeah, and you know, it's channel. Cool. I like it. Like I got really baked a few weeks ago, and I don't remember if I told this on the podcast or not, but like I was watching, like I found on YouTube a video of Mystery Science Theater, but it was like an actual broadcast recorded from Sci-Fi back in like 1998. Cool. So I watched that. It was so sick because all the commercials were so old and like, you know, I completely outdated. It was awesome. Yeah, it was really fucking cool.
I just saw a thing online that I think people are petitioning to like get another season of Mystery Science Theater again.
Yeah, you know what? I didn't watch, like, I didn't like the comeback when they did the first time around.
Yeah, I liked it. It was all right. It's definitely not the same, but I do like that dude, Jonah Ray. I think he's funny.
Yeah. Yeah. That's fair. I mean, I have nothing against it or anything, but like, yeah, it was never, I don't know. I wasn't too into it.
Fair enough. And occasionally I see like that other, was it Riff Tracks or whatever, which is like the original guys, right?
Riff Tracks. Yes. Yeah.
That's on like Amazon every once in a while.
Woo. Yeah, I think it is Riff Tracks. At least that's where, that one dude is from. And I think some of the voices.
Yeah.
But I've never watched Riff Tracks, but I know it's like a big thing.
Yeah, I've never watched it either, but I know there's a big tie to
Mystery Science Theater is like almost too much for me too at sometimes, where it's like so niche that I don't know what to make of it, where I'm like, this is sick because I'm baked, but like otherwise I don't know if I'd be able to sit through this whole fucking thing. And I didn't even sit through that whole thing that time. I think I just like at one point I was like, I gotta tap out. Yeah. because I was just watching some that I knew. I've seen him so many times, like, and I prefer the Mike episodes when that dude's on the show. So, but the old ones are good. I think Joel is the dude, the first dude. He's good too. I like his episodes. So the OG ones, I think those are great because they're cool, like for the time. But these days, I don't know. I couldn't get into the new one. Netflix had to fucking monopolize it, just like they're gonna monopolize everything.
Well, I don't think Netflix really played a role into it. Didn't they? Like,
no, I know they just like I know
right?
It's on Netflix, but they kickstarted it, right? Yeah, that's what I remember. So that's cool. I still have not ever contributed to a Kickstarter or like a GoFundMe or anything.
Really?
No, I did for Immortal Bird.
Okay, yeah. But you've never done one for a band that you really liked and it was like,
no.
Shit. That's funny. I've done one for Alien Ant Farm, and then I did one for Immortal Bird. I'm trying to think who else. I think there's like one more band out there. Can't remember.
Yeah, I don't know. It's never been enough for me yet to like want to do it, and I don't know. It's a cool idea. I still respect the idea and how far people have gone with it, but there still just hasn't been that band for me that's been like, we're doing it, and I'm like, I need to contribute. It's always just been kind of like, I could take or leave that. I'll just leave that.
Fair enough.
Because like half the time, like those albums, like I remember the one I almost went for was that band Alkaloid. You remember them?
Yeah, isn't that Hans Grossman?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And Christian Wenzer. I'm like, all the Obscura dudes have to quit Obscura for some of them rejoin. So weird. That's still so weird to me. I'm so intrigued to see what that new record of theirs is going to sound like. Because I didn't really get too into the last one. But anyway, I'm not going to get too sidetracked here. I almost contributed to that Alkaloid Kickstarter, but I don't know. I was just like, I heard the clips and I was like, this is cool. But I was almost like, it was like, to get the CD, it would have been like $35. And I was kind of like, or something like that. Maybe not $35, but it was a lot for a CD. And I was just kind of like, meh. I'll just wait and download it or like listen to it on YouTube, first. And then like, if they have a store, I could always buy it again later. But sure enough, I ended up just finding it at Rolling Stones. Once they released. Yeah, it was like a few months after it was put online. But sure enough, I got the CD for like $15. I was like, all right, this is great. I'm still supporting the band. And like, I didn't need to do anything other than come over here.
There you go. So, very rare Sega appearance.
Nice. What up, SG? SEGA?
I didn't do
Sega. Yeah, so I bought a lot of Brockhampton merch the other day.
Did you?
That was sick.
What did you get?
Yeah, I spent oh my God. All right. I'll show you guys. I could screen share this, but I'm going to try not to show the price because it's an embarrassing amount of time. So let me get this situated.
Does it cost more than the YMH stuff?
Yeah. Oh, I don't know, actually. That's a good question. I bet it does.
Dude, their shit is expensive.
Just to give you a base example, a t-shirt is like $35 before shipping.
Dude, that's crazy.
I know, it's insane. But dude, the resale value of this shit on eBay, like 2 years from now, is gonna be insane. People sell Brockhampton hoodies for like $500.
Wow.
Not shitting. Yeah, awesome. I've seen it go that because they only drop their merch when they put out new shit or they're touring,
You said it's pretty limited when they drop it?
Yeah. So I'm going to show you the first thing, which is like insane that I even did this, but I'm going to hide the price. So
I could always do it in post.
Yeah. I don't want you judging me either, man.
Fair enough.
All right. Let's see what I could do here. Okay. All right, can you see this?
Hold on. Okay.
You see it?
I like your sensor.
Yeah. Do you see this jacket?
What is it, like a windbreaker?
It's like a racing jacket. It's like a bomber jacket, dude.
That's pretty fucking sick.
It's fucking awesome. Like that's what all of them were wearing when they did the live stream, and I was like, damn, that's really
That's
sick.
awesome.
I think I'm gonna buy that. Yeah.
What's the back
So
look like?
hold on. I gotta end the screen share real quick to the price on this one.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah. Let's
I should just look it up.
Yeah, you totally can. I'll tell you about it later.
That's fine.
You know?
I almost
Off
don't
air.
want to know.
Yeah, that's the back. It just says Roadrunner,
cool.
which is the album cover. But
What
that's pretty sick, man.
What does it say underneath?
There's so much more to see.
Oh, cool.
I don't know what that means, but it just looked really sick. So I was like, you know what? Fuck it. And I bet it'll be worth a lot of money someday. But
I like that your background was the same background I used to have on my computer.
It's really cool.
Yeah.
Let me see. I'll show you one more thing I grab, and then that'll be that. Okay. This one I don't give a fuck if you see the price, but it's a lot of money. So, can you see that?
Oh, cool. That's nice.
Yeah.
I like that.
It just says bankroll on the front. It's got lyrics to the song, and then on the back it's got that. It is cool. I like it. It's weird.
Yeah.
But it's $75 for a fucking hoodie. That's insane. That's crazy. Yeah, and I mean, it's got like, if you look, there's like some weird embroidering shit here. Like that's embroidered on there, and it's like, but still, does that really make the value of the hoodie go up by another $30?
You'd have to talk to Gobo.
Yeah, I'd be curious, man. I mean, the upcharge is probably insane what they do. I would be curious to talk to Gobo, man.
Yeah,
about that.
I know hoodies are like not super cheap to do, but I mean, at that price, they're making a pretty good penny from this.
All right, there we go. Back to basics here, everybody. But yeah, it's cool. It's like, well, you know, because part of me was just like, nah, fuck it. I'll just get a couple of things. But I'm like, man, I really like that. You know, it's like, and you only got one shot. Because then it just goes offline forever.
Right. Then you have to go on eBay.
Which is so crazy. Yeah. What a way to like sucker somebody like me into. It's just crazy. Like there's so many people do shit like that now. Like Nintendo was doing that with that Mario game. That's now you can't buy any, like you could buy it in stores if they're still retail copies, but they're not going to be making any more of that Mario 3D All-Stars game.
I mean, it makes sense. Like it's just a way of, you know, garnering interest in something, and I don't know.
Supply and demand.
Like,
it's cool.
Isn't that kind of how it is now, where it's just like, oh, who gives a shit? I can just stream it, or I can just download it, you know? And it's just like, it's so readily available. Yeah. Like, why would I ever want to, like, you know? So it's like, you kind of have to use those, or it's like, oh, I could just buy that shirt later down the road eventually, you know? And then you never do, or, you know, like shit like that. Whereas now it's like, yeah, it's a great way to be like, fuck, I need to either get this now or bitch about it that I never got it, you know?
Yeah.
So, I mean, yeah, it's a great marketing scheme for sure.
Definitely. It definitely is. But
I mean, that's kind of what we do in Something Is Waiting with the shirts, you know? It's like very, very limited run whenever we do them. And then once they're sold out, that's it. Like, unless, you know, Gobo finds like some stash they forgot about, but that's pretty rare. Ooh, speaking of stashes, I think I told you, word on the street is there's a stash of old Roman Ring Battle shirts out there that we might be getting.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
That'd be fun. So we'll probably put those up somewhere, right?
Oh yeah, I'll throw them on Bandcamp. We just gotta like do inventory on the sizes, but yeah, we gotta find a way to ship them because like I don't have enough proper, like they won't fit in our mailers now. Speaking of which, like we had 2 orders sitting in our Bandcamp forever, and I finally have them packed. I'm gonna get them out tomorrow.
Okay.
If anybody is out there listening, I'm sorry about your packages. If you ordered them, they're coming, guys. I got them right here. So, but yeah, we'll just have to get some new mailers we want to do that, or if we just want to save them and try selling them at shows. But I wouldn't see why we wouldn't throw them on the internet.
Yeah, we'll see.
It's
I don't know.
something to get some cash, and people will buy it. I bet you.
I feel like somebody was asking about that shirt at some point online.
Yeah, probably. I would think so. But we live in a fucking strange world, Bill, dude. You never know what the fuck could happen. Anyway. I like your cat tree. It's so fucking big. Ours is so small.
The biggest one I could get.
It's huge.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, it's nice because, like, I don't know if you can. You can't really. I don't know if you can see it, but there is I have like a little cubby above my closet, and I used to just keep like a bunch of storage. Like it's just storage, and I would keep a bunch of boxes in there. But I cleared it out so the cats can go up there, so it's pretty fun.
Oh yeah, sick, dude.
One more little secret spot for them.
Mm-hmm. That's awesome. Yeah, where did you get your cat tree? Was it on like Amazon or some shit?
Yeah, I just bought it through Amazon. It was like super fucking cheap, and rightfully so. Like when I got it, pieces like didn't line up. I had to take it to my shop and like reconfigure it.
Really? That's funny.
Yeah. I was like, oh, this base doesn't line up with this at all.
And it makes sense when you have fucking 3 of them. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah. Well, I mean, my older cat, like, well, no, she does use it, just not as much as the other ones. And then I have another cat tree in my kitchen, actually. I used to have it.
Man, these get pricey too, man.
Dude, they get expensive real fast.
Yeah.
So
dude, some of these are a lot.
I know. I was like, I have so much like leftover stuff at the shop. I could probably just make one. I just never get
make one yourself. Yeah. Dude, there's one that's like $130.
Yeah, that's crazy.
It looks pretty cool though. Not for one cat. You need to have like 17 cats for sure to like justify it. But yeah, some of the shit is nuts, man. Very strange looking. Like they all are like gray colored now, so they look very different than like that one. I like yours. Ours is like brownish too.
Yeah, I like the brown and tan one.
Nuts. Like, dude, here I'm gonna screen share this because this is so funny. Look at this. You got like, all right, one guy up here, right? And then there's a pouch there, platform there, little cat hotel with a ball to play with there, and a window. And then it's on a platform. And we go lower. There's a platform there. And there's a fucking ladder. And then a hammock for a cat.
I can't imagine.
Yeah, I can't imagine the cat would really enjoy that. And I'm not.
$90? It's not that bad. 61 inches tall. That's pretty tall.
$90.
That's not bad.
I'm not. You think we'll get flagged if we watch this video?
Just don't play the audio.
All right, I'm muting.
Man, I want that job, just videotaping cats fucking with cat trees. That'd be awesome.
Yeah, what's with all the weird fake smoke, though?
It looks like they're exploding.
A perfect cat tree. Oh, okay. Is it a bitch to put together?
I mean, I don't think so, but I imagine other people might.
I probably would think so. I definitely would think so. Yeah.
I'm not good at putting IKEA furniture. Have you ever like put it together?
I did buy we bought a vacuum this weekend, and I put that together all by myself. That
felt vacuum? Really good.
So yeah.
How much of that did you have to put together?
Like you had to like screw it. Like, I don't know. It was really simple. Most of it was just like you had to screw the handle into the base and like assemble some of the add-ons. And that was it.
Oh, that's not bad. I was gonna say like you had to like build a vacuum. It'd be crazy.
No, not like that. Okay. I just had to put some parts together. Yeah,
it'd be sick.
Our apartment looks clean.
Do-it-yourself vacuum, like make your own vacuum cleaner.
Yeah, yeah. It's just I got it at we got it at Walmart or Target. I got this one at Target with the Bissell, and it cleans up pet hair very good. It's bagless and it's purple.
It's purple.
So pretty cool. Yeah, and it worked out pretty well. We cleaned our place pretty good, so
Nice.
Feel good about that. Feel good about that. But yeah, man. That sounds insane. It sounds like a ghost cat on my end because it's like it's fading in like wow. Very sick. Crazy. Man, dude, my cat. I'm hoping that like tonight he'll be tuckered out enough to where he's not freaking out in the middle of the night. So, like, our dog will be, he'll be like tired for the rest of the day because we went to the park. So, he'll just want to fucking sleep, I'm sure. But you never know. But we've started playing, me and Sam have been playing that game Heavy Rain. You played that, right?
Fuck yeah, I played and beat the shit out of that game.
Yeah, I'm playing it right now, and I like it a lot so far.
Of all the games like that, that's the only one I've really liked.
Oh, I played the demo for that game Detroit, and I thought that was good.
I own Detroit, and I played it, I don't know, maybe like an hour or so, and I don't know. And I'm surprised it didn't really grab me. I'm surprised because like I like sci-fi, so I thought for sure.
Yeah, I was into it from the demo. Like I played the whole thing all the way through. So
yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'll give it another shot one day because Heavy Rain.
How long is
so good
for you?
Not that long.
Okay, I'm going to ask you this. Sam doesn't need to know, but we're at this part. I'm trying to remember the part we're at in the game.
It's been a while since I played it, but
we did so I was like the bigger detective dude, and we went to that party at that mansion and spoke to people there, and then I was the girl that helped that dude out, the dad out in the hotel room and shit.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know how much more I have left. I think I still have a bunch, but
yeah, I don't know. It's hard to like ask without like ruining some of it.
Yeah, because that's a game where it's got like multiple endings and shit, right?
Yeah. I only played it once, and I got like I guess what's supposed to be the best ending or whatever.
Of course, yeah. Okay.
It was cool. It was really, 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 really cool. Kind of.
Yeah. I like games like that, man. I always think they're cool as fuck.
Because like that company's made a few other games like that, and I've always I've tried them, and like every time I'm like, I don't know, man, like it just doesn't grab me as much as.
Yeah, they did Detroit, and then another game called like Beyond or something like that,
which I played actually a good portion of that, and stopped. Yeah, like
oh shit,
halfway through, and like never went back. I think one of the other things I liked about Heavy Rain was the fact that it was short. Like you can go through it pretty quick. Like it doesn't take much. Like I still took my time with it, but that game goes quick, which I like that. A longer version of that I think is a little too much, and I'm like, I'm out.
Definitely, yeah.
But
yeah, man, I like those story-driven games. I play those a lot. Easy.
I think I would rather just watch somebody play through it.
Yeah, it's because it's almost like a movie. You know what I mean? Like, it almost feels like you should just be watching it. But that's why I like it, because it's slow-paced and like all the action scenes, you just got to press a button at the right time, and it's like, oh, that's all I have to fucking do. Cool. So, yeah, very, very fucking sick.
Speaking of video games, I've been playing that Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order game. Finally, I bought that.
Oh yeah. Was that the newest one?
Yeah. It's good.
Yeah, I remember that.
It's not a good game, but it's a great Star Wars game. If that makes any sense.
Yeah, I remember when it came out, I was working with Chuck still at Zounds, and he was saying like that he thought the game didn't have enough content, like he beat it so quick or something, like 100% or something. But I mean,
I don't know. I mean, I've been playing it as much as I can, and it seems like there's a lot. It's just there's like a lot of like technical issues with that game, a lot of bugs that I'm surprised even still exist now. Like,
is it an EA game?
No, I don't think so. It's somebody else.
Okay.
But
yeah, I'm like Star Wars games for me are like a big hit or miss. Like I love the OG Battlefront and Battlefront 2. Yeah. Those are my favorites probably. I love Pod Racer for the N64. I actually have that on my Switch. I have a remastered version. Yeah. I also had it for Game Boy Color, which was sick because it had a rumble pack. You had to put a battery in the cartridge. And it would shake when you hit the walls and shit. That was cool.
Fuck yeah.
I think. Star Wars Bounty Hunter I liked. I have that on my PS4. I thought that game was always really cool. And I think what else I played.
You ever play Republic Commando?
No. Is that that game that just came out?
No,
recently?
It's old. It's like an old PS1 game.
There's a remaster of it. I think that just came out for the Switch.
Oh, really? That game is the shit.
Yeah.
Like, it was kind of like Halo before Halo.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. The first-person shooter, and like, I don't know, it was cool. Like, I tried playing it again recently, but the controls are so fucked up, and you can't change them that it's like almost impossible to play now.
Yeah, that sucks. Let me look it up on here.
But I was like, I remember like when I played that game when it first came out, I was like, I played it a bunch because it was so much fun. But I downloaded like they have it for Xbox, and I was like, fuck, this is like not the same. Like, it's so
Republic Commando.
Yeah,
they just added it to Switch Shop or like,
fuck yeah,
because they've been re-releasing a bunch of old Star Wars games. Like they did Pod Racer, they did Jedi Knight, Jedi Academy.
Yeah,
they did Jedi Outcast.
They do Knights of the Old Republic.
I don't know if they did that for Switch. I don't think they did.
Those are the precursors to Mass Effect.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Damn. That's wild.
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
Yeah, that's
I remember those games. I never played them. Republic. It was an FPS. That's cool. Maybe I will pick that up sometime. Is it a lot of fun?
It was back in the day, but like I said, because the controls are like kind of shitty, like they're just weird. They're just not very intuitive to how like first person shooters are now. So like to play it is like kind of difficult because you have to like forget everything you've ever learned about first person shooters and like try to play it. It's so difficult for me. I was like,
damn, yeah.
I was like, I'm just gonna.
Then maybe I won't pay $15 for it.
If you could pay less, I'd say go for it.
Yeah, it'll probably go on. Those games always go on sale at a certain point. Then there's this new game coming out called Star Wars Hunters, but there's nothing but like a small little logo.
I saw something
for it.
about that. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what it is, but cool.
We'll see. I don't know. I like all the like Star Wars games and stuff for the most part. Like I'll try to give them a shot, but
yeah. Well, Star Wars is your shit, so it makes sense. Like I totally understand that.
But I think like for this game Fallen Order, I think if you're not a Star Wars fan, you probably wouldn't like the game. So it's like I don't think it'd be worth it for somebody. But just because it's like I said, it's kind of buggy and it's just weird. Like the game's already been out for I think well over a year, maybe longer, and there's like issues with like textures like not showing up right away and like
that's embarrassing, dude.
Yeah,
like
it's just weird and
you figured they would be able to like put a patch out or something for that, like a way to.
Yeah, it's got the Star Wars name, so I'm sure there's a ton of money, thrown.
Yeah, it's kind of fucking stupid that they're. Yeah, whatever.
Really bizarre. Yeah.
Yeah.
And the other thing is like, I don't know which game started it, but the thing that irks me is like, so obviously loading screens was such a big thing, and people always bitch about them because they're always long and whatnot and whatever. And so the way to combat that companies do now is like they take your character and you have to go through like a segment like really fucking slow. Like in this one, you like a lot of them, like you have to go through like a tight space, like they did in Tomb Raider, they did in this, they did in the Batman games, and like you have like you get stuck and you have to move like real slow, but it's just clearly loading the next portion of the game.
Funny.
And it's so aggravating. I'm like, oh, this is so stupid.
Dude, do you remember Tony Hawk's American Wasteland for like the Xbox, GameCube, and PS2?
I can't remember if I played that one. I played a lot of the Tony Hawk games.
That was the Tony Hawk game that was after Tony Hawk Underground 2, which was like the basically Bam Margera game.
Yes.
He was in it. But Tony Hawk's American Wasteland, like the gimmick for that game was there were supposedly no loading screens. And the whole game was based out of like California. So you were playing in like Santa Monica, like, Beverly Hills and shit like that. And you could seamlessly like head to each level. But it's like, you would literally go in like a small corridor, and then you would see the screen like chop up, and then like, oh, you'd be in the new level. And then it's like, what the fuck? That was totally a loading screen.
Right.
Just like
good
so
try.
stupid. Yeah, and then when you like start in the level, you see all the buildings still loading, like the textures and shit. It's just like, why? It doesn't matter. No loading screens they don't matter. Like I've never once in a Tony Hawk game ever been like, man, this is taking forever. You know, like what?
I don't know. Loading screens have never bothered me. I'm just like, whatever.
Yeah.
Sometimes
like everybody hold
fun
your
little
fucking
information
horses
on there. I'm like, that's good enough.
Yeah.
I'd rather have that than just like that weird, awkward moment of like slowing your character down. And then, like you said, sometimes you get to the other side and it's not even loaded properly. You're like, what the fuck?
Yeah, like great. So I think it's so silly. Whatever, you know, like what can you do?
Bitch and moan about it on your podcast.
Yeah. Bitch and piss and moan about it on the show. And I mean, they did that. Tony Hawk 1 and 2 I thought that was great. That
I
remake
haven't picked that up yet. That looks awesome though.
They're porting it to Switch too, and I might end up picking it up on there as well if it's not $1 billion.
Right.
I might grab it, but right now I'm just all about fucking
playing those Mario games.
No, I'm like very pumped on Pokemon Snap that's coming out at the end of the month. So I think that'll be really awesome.
That's the camera one, right?
Yep.
Of all the games that they were gonna do, that's crazy. Was the original one very popular? It must have been.
Yeah, it was big. I mean, like the original game was like so initially it wasn't supposed to be a Pokemon game. It was going to be its own title, but I used to know the history behind it. I don't know why, but somehow it ended up becoming like a Pokemon game. Because I think it was like this thing where, if I'm not wrong, I want to say it came before Pokemon Stadium. So it was like they were just trying to get a Pokemon title on N64. So I think that's why they made that game, like whatever the game was supposed to be, a Pokemon game. Like it was supposed to be a game about a guy who takes pictures of shit. You know what I mean? Like I don't know what it was going to be. You could look it up, but yeah, man, it's huge. I mean, I love that game. Like I legitimately love that game. I think it's so fucking good. A lot of my friends like it. Jace loves it. That's like one of his favorite games. My buddy Eric loves it. It's just a lot of fun. It's a weird concept for like a Pokemon game, but that's I think why I like it so much, is because it's so out of the box. But it was always crazy because like I always felt like once I found out that that game was like, you know, that was like, it was like not meant to be a Pokemon game, and Pokemon never returned to it until now. I was always just like, wow, like they'll probably never do that again, you know? And like, I remember one time I was hanging out with Jace, and he was just like, yeah, if they ever make a new Pokemon Snap for like the Switch, I'm totally going to buy one. And sure enough, he bought one because it comes out at the end of the month. So yeah, it's just pretty funny and silly, but it's cool, man. I mean, I'm pretty pumped on it. That's like, at least so far, that's the most pumped I am for a game this year that the Switch has announced so far.
Nice.
Nintendo hasn't really announced, like they did a Nintendo Direct a couple months ago, but like was not into much of what they announced for this year. And most of the cool stuff that they announced won't be coming out till next year. Yeah. Like they announced like some new Pokemon games that I think look cool, but that stuff won't be coming out till like the end of the year and the beginning of next year. And like, I don't know, they haven't revealed like cards they've revealed for this year so far. It's just kind of, it's like another Zelda port of a game that was on the Wii U, which I'm like, I never played it, so it'll be fun, I guess, but I'm not exactly thrilled on it. So, I don't know. I guess it'll be like a we'll see kind of thing. Cause I think, isn't like E3 happening this year? Like, aren't they actually going to do it? Or some form of E3? I thought I read something about it, like actually going down. I could be wrong.
And when did you say that Pokemon game comes out? At the end of this month or next month?
Pokemon Snap, the Pokemon new Pokemon Snap is what it called. Comes out on the 30th of this month.
Oh, cool. Did you pre-order it?
Yeah. I have not. No, I'll just go pick it. These days, like if I buy a game in a store, I just go to Target the day of and buy it because they usually give you like a freebie of some sort. Like when I bought that Mario game that's not on the market anymore, I got like these Mario magnets for the refrigerator, like refrigerator magnets. And this Pokemon Snap game also comes with it's like a refrigerator magnet, but it's like a frame.
Cool.
So I'm gonna go there to get it because it's stupid and I think it's funny. And like,
why not?
I don't know. It's just it's like I don't like most of the places I can like. If I was gonna pre-order a game, I would probably do it through Amazon, but like I don't want to wait all day to get it. You know what I mean? Like I love getting up and going in the car, driving to Target. Like hell yeah, I'm buying this and I'm holding it. I'm walking out of here with it. Like I love that feeling. So yeah, for Amazon, it's just kind of like. Unless it's something I'm really not that hyped on, I would go through Amazon. But yeah, for like a day one, I usually try to get it at the store. And like I detest GameStop with a passion. So
fair enough.
Yeah, not my MO. So I don't know. I wouldn't see myself going there unless I had to for some reason. But yeah, I'll be doing this one at Target. And there's one like less than 5 minutes away from the apartment here.
Oh,
so.
Nice.
Yeah, literally right down Peterson. So it's not too bad.
So I'm trying to look up because, like, speaking of like games, looking forward to is that Mass Effect Legendary Edition, which is middle of May.
Oh, so it's going to be an online only E3 this year. They're not canceling it; they're just making it online.
Oh, that's what I thought. I thought I heard that
to the 15th
because they did not do it last year, right?
Mm-hmm. This year is to be different, and a handful of publishers have already confirmed they'll be attending E3, including Xbox and Nintendo. Great. That'll be awesome. I would love to see some better Nintendo shit because the last Direct I thought was boo-boo. So, but yeah, we'll see what the fuck happens. I guess. Damn. Yeah. So, yeah, it's pretty much it, man. I don't really got much else going on. Just been hanging low, chilling, working on a lot of shit that I can't talk about just yet. But soon I'll be able to. So that'll be fun. And that's exciting. It feels good. So
nice.
I can tell you off camera again. So I'll tell you about the jacket and about whatever that is.
Off the books.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. Well, yeah, you want to call it?
Yeah, I'm down with that.
Sounds good. It was a good episode. Anything you want to plug while I got you here?
Nope, not anything. Not anything in particular. Just keep watching our show and sharing and caring and keep on keeping on. And
sharing is caring.
May the power be with you. I don't know what that is.
May the power be with you.
The Force.
Yeah.
There we go. Yeah.
Okay.
There we go. May the Force be with you because we talked about Star Wars.
There you go.
May the power be with you. I'm going to go to a Star Wars convention and
say that.
And go like that with my busted
sick.
nail.
And everybody just gets mad.
Want to see something gross, dude? I'll
Is it
plug
hanging
this.
off?
So
Let's see.
No, not yet. But if you look, you can't really see it on here.
Oh, man.
It's like, there's like a crack down at the bottom of it. It's just
that's where the nail. Yeah, it's coming off. That's all.
Yeah, so
that's crazy how long that is.
Exciting.
I've I
know,
smashed
right?
my fingers a bunch before too, and usually it's not that long, but you must have got your finger really fucking good in that door, like really good.
Yeah, but it wasn't even that. Yeah, I guess I really did. It wasn't even that hard, but man,
hard enough,
I must have really. Yeah, I guess so. Hopefully, it doesn't hurt or anything, but
yeah.
What I mean is, like, should I just rip this nail off, or should I just let it happen?
Just let it grow. It'll eventually fall off. Yeah. Don't pick at it because then you can make it worse or get infected and stuff like that.
I'm plugging my fucked up nail, so
you should just paint all your nails black and then nobody will know.
Everybody asks me, dude, did you paint your nail black? I'm like, yeah.
What do you like, Penn and Teller? You just like you have the one nail painted?
Yeah, my one, dude. Did they do that? I didn't know that.
Penn Gillette does that. He paints his pinky nail red.
Why?
I think the legend was it's something for his mom, but that could be wrong. I can't remember.
It's probably a kink or something.
A kink?
It's gotta be.
So. You look it up.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's it. That's all you have to plug is may the power be with you.
Just my fuck. Yeah. May the power be with you. Star Wars for life. My nail for life, and yeah, that's pretty much it.
Very good.
How about you?
I guess if you guys, I talked about it earlier, but yeah, if you guys
Oh
want to
yeah, the
check out
quarantine project.
my project, yeah, it's I think it's what is it? It's like WTFQ project on Bandcamp. My initials Q project. Yeah, just I think as far as when this episode drops, it'll only be the one song on there still, song 2 with my good buddy Brian Bohenick. And yeah, and the artwork from former guest of the show, Megan Miller. So very cool. I'm glad I got those people to be involved with that. And yeah, like I said, if anybody else wants to contribute, I thought about it. I was like, I don't know if this thing's ever really going to end per se. Like, it'd be kind of fun to keep it going.
Yeah.
But yeah, if other people want to contribute in some way, it doesn't have to be just vocals.
Yeah, that could be a really awesome idea, man.
Yeah, it could be fun. Like,
oh yeah,
especially nowadays, everybody has abilities. I mean, the fact that Brian did it on a fucking iPad, I think, shows you that anybody could contribute in some way. So it should be a problem. But yeah, that's it. That's all I have to plug in. You know,
well, hell yeah,
and stuff. Roman Ring and Something Is Waiting. Cool.
Sounds good, man.
We'll see everybody next week, and I think we'll be announcing new metal picks right next week.
Metalcore.
Oh, it's metalcore. Okay, metalcore then.
Yeah, cool. That's next.
Very good.
So I gotta hit up Alex about that. So.
Cool. Yeah, sounds
good.
You're
still good for it. Yeah,
I would think so. Right.
Yeah. Alrighty.
Very good. All right, so we'll see everybody next week.
Bye. Hell yeah, man. See ya.
Hey, everybody. Thank you so much for checking out this week's episode. If you haven't already, please subscribe. And if you have extra time, give us a like or drop us a comment. Thank you so much again. We'll see you guys next week. Bye.